Better not have. Hi, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully you can hear me now. Yay! Sounds like I can hear everybody.
Yeet.
Yay!
Yep. They said
Yay!
that.
Everyone be a flame! Be a
Yay! They said
flame!
that.
Everyone be a flame! Be a
Yep.
flame!
Yeah. There's
Everyone
sound.
be a flame! Be a flame! Alright, cool beans.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's at on the background. Alright. Awesome. Okay, so, hi everyone. It just really would not be a stream without a technical difficulty, as we do every time, but we're getting better each time, right, guys?
Yeah.
Tony gets inspiration. Yay,
Let's go.
Tony!
Eh-heh.
Cool, so if you guys are new around here, hi, my name is Kat. I have done this pretty much the third time already today, dealing with this, but welcome to Ghost Table Guild. What we are is a group of gamers, and we love to play D&D and other games for charity. We do it in support of the Augusta Children's Hospital, as excuse me, through Extra Life via our little link. So we'll put that up in a minute. And so what that means is you guys can click on that and you guys can donate in real time and affect the game in real time. Donations are anywhere from $2 all the way up to $100. You can give things like a specific character advantage or disadvantage, or give the entire party advantage and disadvantage, things like that. You can even cause things like summon creatures and other things like that. So if you're able to donate, that's amazing. And if you're not able to, don't forget that sharing is free, guys. That being said, we'll go one more time around the room. Everybody introduce yourselves. I appreciate it so much. And everyone can add 1d6 inspiration for being such good sports today. You guys at home, you guys all get 1d6 inspiration. You know what? That's how much I love you guys. Alright, go ahead, Tony.
All right. Hi, I'm Tony. I play Huxwell Do, a Moon Elf Barbarian, Path of the Beast.
I'm Tasha, and I play Nick/Orin, a changeling monk in the shadows. Austin, what you doing?
Sorry, I was making food for the kids. I am Austin, and I play Throky Wise Tooth, and I am a half-orc barbarian, half-orc runekeeper.
You were making fun of him so much. You were making fun of Tony so much that you said you were a barbarian. It's not funny, but it's a little bit funny. Yeah, everyone missed it.
I'm going to do a magic trick for Tony real quick. I'm going to pull something out of my hat.
I'm gonna pull some
That's
milk out of your titties.
Oh no, why? We didn't need it in the stream! We're never getting sponsored!
It's rated M for mature.
It's rated M for fuck, dude, why?
Hey, Kat, do you know your alphabet?
No! Barely manage a stream. What are you talking about?
I feel like knowing the alphabet should come before managing a stream. Anyways, yeah.
This is America.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's D&D! Awesome. Cool. So, we have been out and about for a little bit, haven't we, in game? And it's been a minute, right? We haven't played in a hot minute. For those that are new, players have been a part of a secret cult. Give me a second. Can you guys hear that in the background?
Amber talking?
Yeah. Hey guys! Guys! We can hear you on stream. Sorry. It's okay. Just a little quieter. I feel like you guys are talking shit now with the whispers. It's because I know Lewis too well.
Hey.
Awesome. So, that being said, players are part of a very, very secret cult, and they're pretty much right now in the middle of a mission, and they were sent out to go handle a premonition that was seen by the arc. Excuse me, not by the Archlight, but by Miss Starsong, who has sent you out. You guys have managed to get into the woods. You guys ran into some dire wolves, or ran into wolves and a dire wolf, and ended up rescuing someone and brought him into the town where he introduced to everybody, and you guys have gotten some information about some missing peoples. Missing anything, Tasha?
Sorry, you put me on the spot. I'm trying to remember.
Tasha, Tony, Austin?
We ran into a child, and the child turned out to be the
Yes,
daughter
that's right.
of the mom that
It's missing.
that stopped Tony in the bar and was like, "Hey, my sister's missing, and I need you to find her." And then it turns out that this daughter was messing with shit she shouldn't have messed with, because
And she's the reason why all this is happening. Don't
it
forget
made
that
an
bit.
undead wolf come up, and it could be connected to the mom and the sister because they have like witchy magic and shit, and druid magic and all kinds of other shit going on. And there's a gravestone, and the seems like shit's cursed. This place is cursed.
Oh, also, your character froze a window and couldn't like unfreeze it.
And then Thorky spent time making her do magic to watch what she was doing.
Yes, Namora did freeze over a window. That did happen.
And yeah, then I was like, hey, do the thing and see if you can control it. And she got angry, and it got big, and it was real bad.
It got big. That sounds not
Yeah?
That's
No,
why I
sit
phrased
down,
it
Tony.
that way.
Tony! Tony!
And then we went to the mayor's house and met the mayor, and I flirted with the mayor a little bit.
Did you?
Oh?
Don't forget. There were some girls in the tavern that saw Throki's titties and were like drooling over them.
Okay,
Huxtable
girl
one,
in the
it's
tavern. I have
not.
pecs.
It's pecs. Stop saying titties. Okay.
No, they're man titties. Middies, if you will.
They're pecs.
Man titties.
Pectorals.
For everyone who's recently subscribed,
Don't say you're sorry.
Don't say
You're not
I'm
sorry.
They know what they signed up for.
No, did they? Because if you came over from our last game, the other game that we played on Tuesday, which is a D20 modern game, come check that out. Yeah, guys, this is a complete departure from that.
This is what you get for not having your little
The-
Thursday group.
Hey, it's called Thirsty Thursday for a reason, okay?
Right
You heard
there.
it here first,
There it
guys.
is.
Hey.
There it is.
Hey, yo!
I'm gonna try and take control back of this game.
You guys.
Bing bong!
It's like a
I'm
fucking
gonna change my
spray.
name in chat to Midi Slayer.
Anyway,
I'm changing your name in chat to Midi Slayer.
Let's go.
You're gonna log
flirted
into
with
our
her a little bit.
Discord. You're gonna log into the Discord and you're just gonna
Guys
see
were
your
also
name.
like
I
trying to
flirted
get.
with the mayor and got some information, and we gonna get our licenses for using magic in the town. And then Oren went and saw the daughter's dad. Was like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" And the dad was like, "Hey, this is the dealio, yo." And that's about all I remember.
I asked one question. I don't remember what it was. But that's when you ended it, because you have the dad like pour a drink and was like, and you're like, well, that's it, folks. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's all, folks.
Let's consult the notes here. Let's see.
I don't.
Oh, I remember that. That has nothing to do with what we're doing. Nope.
Tony, you're grounded.
Huh?
You're grounded.
Oh, are you gonna come over here and punish me, father?
Oh, no. You guys should just stop talking.
Well, he started it.
Okay.
I was gonna behave, Cat. Honest I was. Don't look at me like that.
You're not my dad.
Listen,
Anyways.
forgive me, Father. I have sinned. Is the same energy as Daddy. I've been bad.
Well, Daddy, I have been bad, so what's good?
Okay, so as the stream progresses, yeah, so I don't know what that was. I really don't know what it was that you had asked. No. Last no. Hold on. Yeah, the father's name is Rudy, by the way. Your DILF.
Fucking Rudy.
Rudy Tooty Roto Rooter.
Her fucking name is Rudy.
No idea. I don't know what you had asked, and I'm so sorry.
I can't remember either. It was I knew it had to do something with like the war that like took place with the ruins and all.
You
that.
asked about the war itself. Like, everybody's been hesitant to talk about it, and you had asked him to explain to you what the fuck was going on.
Thanks.
Right. Okay.
Pretty much.
So a long time ago. Oh, well, let's just start there. So, we start our setting. You guys are in the home of Mr. Rudy, who is a...
Orin is.
Orin,
Just
right.
me.
Just Orin. Because we
Rudy
left the
Tooty
twink
Fresh and
alone.
The most socially.
See, you
Yeah.
call him a twink
Not-
too.
Because y'all won't stop!
I mean, it's fair at this point. I mean, bitch does yoga. I don't know what you want from me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes him... We're not going down this trail. Anyways. You're in Rudy's home.
The happy trail.
I knew it!
God damn it.
So, okay, so he does know that I know that his daughter does all the magic. He's aware.
Yes, he
And
knows that you know, but he doesn't know if you know that he knows that.
No, I know that he knows.
Okay, good.
Because he was just like, thanks for keeping my daughter's,
Daughter's safe,
like, you know,
right.
yeah, like
keeping it
her little
secret.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the town that the players are in right now, it's not that you cannot use magic. It's just that they like to know who their casters are, and you need to have a license in order to do so. And so the players did go up and did speak with someone, and they needed to go see the mayor in order to get those licenses and everything like that. However, it is small magic too as well, like little things like prestidigitation and things like that is what's really legal here. You can't really be casting fireball, and I don't think there's ever a really good reason in a town to cast fireball, but you know,
If you want to commit arson, then yeah.
I played a few games.
Cast lightning bolt right through the center of town.
Gonna hit a bunch of civilians. Damn,
So
that's crazy.
you sit down, and he offers his some tea and sits down across from you as he's thinking things over, as he's trying to adjust in his chair. He's a little uncomfortable, but after some time he does speak. There was a time when this land belonged to a different group of people. And these ancient people did eventually give up some of the valley. And as humans came and began to migrate and expand, they needed more land. And as the elves of this land, they don't exactly reproduce as fast as humans do. Over time, more and more land was needed, and more of their land was taken. And it wasn't always in peaceful terms, if you can say. Everything was fine until an ancient burial ground was disturbed. It's initially what sparked the war, but it has been, as far as I could remember, abandoned. It wasn't something that was very well known, but it was an area that was burned down for farming. And the forest around it apparently was sacred. And it sparked a pretty bad war. No one likes to be reminded they're the bad guys. There was a lot of losses both sides. It was very sudden. If you look around, you're not going to see very many old folks around here. Grabs his mug and does the, Lifetime movie thing where he puts it in both hands and just...
Oh.
Well, many don't like my kind around here, either. And if they knew what my daughter could do, either side would be after her.
Just because she...
One side as a weapon and one side as a fear.
Weapon for what?
I couldn't tell you. I do appreciate it. Start looking at my notes. My wife. She's been missing.
And your sister.
I told her not to go back out there. It's not exactly good land to be roaming about at.
I'm a snitch. I'm gonna snitch on the kid.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell the dad what she showed us about the whole, what was it, like going underground?
Mm-hmm.
And where the ruins are? I'm snitching.
What do you tell him? Exactly.
God, I don't really remember.
Make it up, you got this.
Okay. So your kid has this like little hidey hole that she like goes through. And then she showed us. And there is some stones, and I think they had writing on them. I can't remember. Like
They did. It was the graveyard.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have notes.
A hidey hole. In the ruins.
Like names on them. I couldn't really make out the names.
I haven't exactly been forthcoming. That particular land has been in my wife's family. Are you... What in the fuck, Tony?
What?
I look up and Tony just has a
That's right.
sword.
You mentioned that they had a garden over there. A garden in the woods.
Yes.
And it said something about being unstable. That's all I got.
Yes, that plot is close to where my wife and her sister have their garden, their personal family's garden that they tend to. This area was given to their family a long time ago. And in exchange, during one of the first wars, their family gave part of that land back to the elves And the elves in turn turned it into a shrine for their dead. The family was shunned for a while because of it, but it has become land that was forgotten about. However, the magic there is very unstable. If my daughter is running around in that area, it is not safe.
Did you know that she can bring back the dead? Not necessarily bring it back, but she was playing with the skeleton cat.
He kind of just does a, you know, the like that meme. The what?
Yeah. The what?
The what? She what? He
Yeah,
puts
so-
down his mug and
Yeah. She was playing with this like skeleton-looking cat.
you've seen this?
Yeah.
Where did you see this? Was she doing out this in public? That she's going to get herself killed. He
Yes.
stands up very abruptly, and you hear the chair kind
Yep.
of screech, and he stands up, and he begins to pace. Go ahead, make me an insight check.
Got a math cat. Got math. Math ain't mathin' in my head.
I believe in you. I believe in your math.
22.
He looks fearful.
But yeah. In public. And I know that you can't be doing that here.
Again, his eyes are just giant saucers at this point.
But this man one of the people I've been traveling with kind of got on to her about it, saying, hey, like, don't be, I'm assuming, I just saw him walk up to her and cat was gone.
Annalisa! He starts yelling. Just kind of hears him
Oh my.
kind of go up the stairs, and he's left you alone for the time being.
I'm gonna sip my tea very slowly and very concerned for my life and the daughter's life.
All right, pause there. What are you two chuckle fucks doing?
Thinking about what we need to do to this kid who's bringing shit back to life.
Anyways, last thing we were doing was talking to the mayor, and I believe she had started leading us back into the house.
Awesome.
Like that.
Yeah.
Because I'd made a good rapport with her and gave her a good argument as to why we needed magic licenses and all that stuff.
Yes, I do remember that.
And I
I
kind
got
of
you,
flattered her a
Tony.
little.
Huh?
Got you with the kid.
Bet. Just meet. And then leave the house before the dad comes back downstairs.
I'm telling you, German suplex.
Oh?
It's gonna happen. Anyways,
Supposed to be like a pretzel father.
Jesus.
anyways, Kat, what's the mayor doing? What's going on with this mayoral situation?
Yeah. I don't have the mayor's name on here. I mean, I do somewhere in the notes. Do you guys have it in their notes?
Her name.
What?
I do not have her name written down.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Her name is Liza. That's her name now. Until any of you other fucks can contradict me. Right. So you guys are heading into the little house. It's kind of like the little tiny version of like the White House style of home.
It's a manor.
It's a manor. Thank you. And you open. There's grand stairs that go up on either side that curve up into like a balcony area that have double doors. And there's furnishing and not marble floor, not cobble either.
Hardwood?
No, it's stone. Just stone floor.
Granite.
Yeah, sure. Some
Yeah,
granite. There's furnishings, chairs and lounge chairs on either side, and doors on either way. And she, continues on straight through, and there's a runway, like a runway closet, carpet that leads all the way up to another set of double doors. And as she opens those doors both ways, it is like a grand library-looking place, and has books on either side all around, and there's a big desk, and there's doors on either side. But she offers you a seat. There's like 2 seats in the right in front of the desk, off to the side, and then there's like a couple on like either side, over there. Sorry, I just keep thinking of fucking Men in Black when he just like and he pulls the damn the table like all the way to him so he can try.
Yeah. I'll wait until she starts to sit, and then I'll sit down.
So she stands and go on and have a seat, gentlemen. She sits down. She opens a drawer and just pulls out a file and just kind of looks through it and... Alright. Well. You gentlemen seem to be capable. And I'm going to be honest, I need a bit of a favor.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of favor, you mash up?
Well, we've been busy. And lately, we've had some issues of people going missing. Now, we only have a very small amount of guard in this small town, and I am not willing to lose any more over this. Now,
I actually have a possible solution to that issue. We were planning on going after this dire wolf anyways. And the wolf seems to be the reason behind the missing persons, because we've heard a bit about that. We find the wolf, we find the den, we find the missing
Did
people.
you hear this rumor in town again about this dire wolf?
We actually saw the dire wolf itself in question.
You saw the dire wolf?
Yes.
We killed a group of wolves, and there was another wolf leading it that was of the dire persuasion, and unfortunately, it seems to be a bit smarter than your typical dire wolf. It definitely did not exhibit the behaviors of your standard animal. It seemed on the level of intelligence of a winter wolf.
This is very grave. Very grave indeed.
We took out the pack that was with
She
it.
kind of abruptly stands up and goes to the very corner of her office, and she kind of starts moving her fingers across the spines of each ones, and she's very quickly and no, it's not over there. And she walks to the other side, and there's like that little ladder thing, and she kind of pulls it over, and she hops up and pulls out a big book that's pretty fucking thick. Sets it down. It's red leather, very old red leather, and it's about a foot. A foot long, She opens the book and starts kind of thumbing through it. Yes. And as you guys kind of take a look at the book as she's passing the pages, what seems to be is a genealogy book, kind of like records. Here. She stops at a page. She turns it around and kind of passes it over to you guys. You all speak Elvish, right?
Yep.
Hold on. Languages. Nope. I know Common, Orc, Gnomish, Dwarvish, and Runic.
I'll translate for you, babes. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, none of those things would translate over.
Nope.
But here, there, as you kind of read through it, the gist of what it says is that there was rumors of the elves beginning to work on a summoning ritual of some sort. And it just has dates and just kind of reports about ongoings of town and things that have been heard around town, that specifically. And so for that month, it says there's rumors of them collecting up things, rumors of them, people saying that they've seen them retreat back further into the woods. Scouts have followed them further into the woods, and that they are seeing them preparing some sort of ritual, but they're not quite sure. On there it says the blue full moon, that the ritual of some sort has definitely gone underway, but the people that they sent out have not returned.
Oh.
See here, some sort of ritual. Now,
So
and
that
she kind of starts turning the page. She turns 2 pages over. Or a couple pages over. The following year, you see here, and she points, and you're looking down, and it says that there's been more wolf attacks, and that there's potentially a bunch of smaller packs joining into one bigger pack. Just a bunch of list of people who've gone out, either seen these wolves or been bitten. It's just kind of, again, more of the happenings of going on, what's been heard, things like that. And then she turns some more pages. 10 years later, a decade later, seen a winter wolf or dire wolf of some sort, a very large wolf, was spotted. And then again, turns a couple pages, 10 more years, same thing. Someone has supposedly seen this wolf. Now, there's always things that you're going to hear, bumps in the night, and of course town folks will say anything to keep their bed, with children at night. Well, that sounded really bad. Keep their kids in bed at night. We're never gonna get sponsored!
Cat, please!
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so, I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed. Now, townfolk will say any sort of thing to keep their children in bed at night and from wandering into the woods willy-nilly, but of course, they're just rumors and bedtime stories, nothing to really be afraid of, but it all comes from somewhere. It seems that this wolf wreaks havoc for about a year, and then this disappears altogether. And just like that, the wolves disperse or are much easier to dismantle, but seems to be every 10 years.
And about how long have you been having these issues?
This just
this
started.
Year?
However, it just stops. That's the thing. It isn't until, and kind of goes back into about 50 years, it has stopped. When it was supposed to happen, nothing happened. No wolf, no super packs, no howling in the night. 10 years later, and she continues to turn the page. Nothing. And now, half a century later, we're dealing with this.
That is very strange.
Seems something sparked it up again.
Perhaps.
Well,
as long as this creature is out, our people are not safe. Trade will become difficult, and there were many a times that we had to turn to our elven neighbors for help. We no longer have elven neighbors. It is not a particularly happy part of our history, but it is our history. We have called them back enough to the point where we are now in danger and we cannot go to them. So I am asking you, if you are able and willing to solve this problem for us, we will absolutely be able to get some coin for you. It may not be much, but it'll be as much as we can give.
3 things. Couple of questions. Bit of advice, and then what we're going to do about it. First question.
Go on.
Do you happen to have a blacksmith that could silver me weapon? On a short notice.
I'm sure we can find some things around here to melt down. And
I've got some silver pieces, don't worry. If they need to use that to melt down to silver me spear, it's not a very large blade. Just need the edges lined with silver. But if we're going to deal with something like this, typically the weaknesses are silver and magic. So the magic license would probably help just in case the thing comes to town. But
yes,
hopefully
course,
we can track it in the woods and we can kill it there. Hopefully back to its den. Now, the bit of advice. I kind of gather what happened with the elves and that it is a touchy subject, but you may want to keep in mind in the future, work with nature, not against it. The elves are people of nature. You're working against them, you're working against nature. A lot of these problems that your town is having are self-inflicted and could have been avoided. But we learn from our mistakes, or we die. And I'm hoping y'all learn from this one.
Go ahead and make an insight check. Either of you. If you're paying attention, Huxtable.
Huxtable's eyes are currently in the back of his head right now. He is not paying attention.
Hold on, I'm looking for insight here. Insight's intelligence, right?
No,
Wisdom.
it's wisdom.
Wisdom, okay. That's going to be a 24.
She does seem a little peeved to be lectured, but
Girl, me too.
definitely, as you said, it is a touchy subject. It's one of those like, I didn't do anything. I wasn't me. It was my great great granddaddy, but it wasn't me.
I just work here. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. I am definitely aware of the mistakes that have been made.
I want to make it clear, I'm not lecturing you as if you're a child. But I'm an old man myself, and I've seen some things too. And I know that it's not your fault specifically, but you are the leader of this town. And we sometimes tend to follow in our ancestors' footsteps. Don't be the one that does. Not in this case.
I am very appreciative of the advice. And we are no stranger to this information. We have definitely seen the errors of our forefathers' way, but I feel that it may be too late to rectify that. We can only do better in the future.
Can't change the past. Work towards a better tomorrow. Now, as far as what we're going to do about it, you've got people missing. The wolves seem to be the cause. We find this wolf. We find what's causing the magic behind it, if there is any magic still behind it. We kill this wolf. We get the packs to flee. And we hopefully find the missing people in the process. Now, if we're unable to find your missing persons for you, my best advice on that would be to, once the area is clear of the wolves, send out search parties that you can afford to send. We will remain and assist if we are able, but our main priority is killing this wolf so that you can start trade again.
Well, It'll definitely be easier to check the caverns once the area is clear. Well then, we do have a blacksmith in town. I will give you a map. You'll be able to find it just fine. We appreciate your efforts. And she kind of opens that folder and begins to start writing some different things up, and takes out the little seal and all that, and just kind of, puts the little wax seal and hands it to you, Throki.
He takes it and puts it in his bag.
Rolls that same thing, does the same thing, writes another one up, rolls it up, and hands it over to you, Huxtable.
Thank you.
The third one rolls it up. Here you are. This will get you any materials that you may need. I trust you won't take advantage of this.
Of course.
She makes eye contact with you, like, as she hands it out.
We will abide by the rules of your town and do what we can to help it.
Well, excellent. I appreciate this. I will let the town guard know, and we will be there for assistance if need be.
We appreciate it, my lady.
Mm-hmm.
Well then. And she kind of stands up again and begins to walk around her desk and goes to open the doors for you.
I stand up and start walking towards the door.
I'll go ahead and head out.
All right. You just see a
And
little...
before I get out the door, I kind of like spin it on to me, lady, and keep on going.
Blush.
Once we're outside, Throki. Behind the cause, huh?
Listen, just trying to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we found the cause. We just have to do something about it.
Yep. So let's go find out what kind of trouble Orin's gotten themselves into.
I didn't realize they weren't with us until it was too late. We better go find them quick.
Yeah. Let's get going. So we start heading towards that
Rudy
place.
Tooty, fresh and fruity.
Rudy Tootie's Tavern.
Yeah.
So he owns a woodworking shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Right.
works wood,
Yes,
all right.
I was really hoping that
Though
no one wrote
Rudy
that
Tooty
down
Fresh
so I
and
can
Fruity
move
Tavern
on.
would be a great name.
It would.
Rudy Tootie's Fruity Tavern. It's a gay
Rudy
bar.
Fruity Fresh and Fruity Tavern.
It's a gay bar.
Electric Sixes. I want to take you to a gay bar. Starts playing in
I
an
was just
impressive volume.
thinking it, yes. Yeah, so...
I'm
guys-
unfortunately picturing the second chorus in my head, or the second verse.
You guys make your way through town. It's very, very quick. It's not a big town. You find over the wood shop, and right about this point, we'll pause there. Right. So, back of the house, or the back of the shop, it's all the same. Comes back downstairs, and he has this big chest, and just kind of sets it down on the table. Dust kind of comes off from it, and he opens it, and he pulls out a sword. And
I'm sorry.
He has a very stern face. And he does, he pulls out a sword, he places it on the table, and he pulls out 2 small daggers as well.
Mm-hmm.
If...
you're just pulling out random weapons, and you're looking at me with that look on your face, and I'm slightly scared for my life.
He's taken aback a bit by that. Well, I'm sorry. No, I apologize. I just, my daughter, you said that you've seen her cast foul magic.
I didn't necessarily try to see. I saw her playing with it. I don't know if she actually, conjured it up or it just happened. It was an assumption.
I have seen her do it before, and I thought
Oh, well.
that perhaps it was something that I was imagining. I didn't want to see it, but if she's doing this and playing in public, she's going to get herself killed, kidnapped, taken, or worse. He sits back down and he takes one of the daggers and he's kind of takes it out of its little sheath, and it's kind of like a very pointed one, and he's kind of balancing it on the table kind of absentmindedly. My mother was able to cast magic like this. And she has not returned. Now, these weapons came from the tomb. My wife brought this back. Perhaps returning it might put...
So you're telling me your wife took stuff from an ancient burial ground?
Return the slime.
Yes, but
So she robbed the dead.
Yes.
Ain't no wonder people are disappearing in this town.
My wife
Oh,
was...
orange.
Do I need to go get a kitchen knife? What the fuck is going on? What is this?
My bad.
Amber! What? Can you go upstairs and get your wooden sword really quick? I need it for a thing.
It's funny because there's actually another sword in my bedroom. It's a wooden sword.
Anyways.
Hi. What's up, Twitch?
How's it going, y'all? We've all got swords and daggers.
Look.
I'm done with y'all.
She took stuff
Yes, this
from a burial ground.
This is my family's. This land belonged to my family, and I understand. These things are my mother's, and I understood why she went and retrieved them.
I was about to say, if she just randomly took random weapons. No
It's
wonder.
my wooden sword. Do you want to touch it? Touch the wooden sword.
I don't know if I want to touch your wood cat.
I was gonna say, no wonder she disappeared. The dead doesn't like their stuff being messed with or stolen.
Yes. There is this rumor going around town about dire wolves.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
You... How do I know that you are not the reason all of these things are happening?
Because I just arrived.
Very convenient. I'm sorry, that was my father speaking. That was the human in me.
you have a fair point. I could be a reason, but I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Look, this was once my mother's.
You said that, yes.
It has been passed down from my family for generations in dealing with, well, werewolves.
So has werewolves always been a threat here?
No, but yes. Yes, it was a bit of a problem before, but it was something that the elves handled. Hence, any gestures to the weapons. there hasn't been much of a need for many, many, many years. But it has been tradition to pass down. And since my mother was the last one to have fought one in her lifetime, I did not inherit it because we had assumed the problem had been taken care of.
I guess it's a good time to start learning.
I'm not much of a fighter. I know my way around a blade, but I'm...
Yeah, I can see that. You own a woodworking shop.
I'm not exactly the type to go out and do such things, but these weapons might be useful for someone who might. You and your companions seem potentially capable of doing such things. I'm sure if you speak with the mayor and I can bring this up. Maybe not. Maybe you can say you found these things. And, or maybe not talk about it at all. He kind of gets up again and he seems really nervous. I just wanted a simple life. I didn't ask for all this.
No, I understand. Why don't you keep the sword? And once your daughter, I guess, learns how to control her stuff, pass it down to her and maybe she'll learn. Maybe she'll find new ways to fend off these wolves.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get in this motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck this all the way up.
Yeah. No. That's an 11.
He seems to consider what you're saying. No, I am...
She's gonna have to learn to defend herself one way or another.
She's too young, and her mother, and...
I didn't say right now.
That is something...
But you should right now, like, teach her how to control her magic. Because she is young. Kids, they learn fast.
I know nothing of magic.
Who said... Okay,
it's my wife.
Send her away to, like, a school or something. If they have those.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Wait, is she 11?
She should be getting a letter anytime soon.
That's another 11.
He seems a little offended there, but can't really tell about what.
Look, I'm just speaking the truth. There's options that you would like and not like. Eventually, if she can't control it, the secret will be out, and then you're really gonna have to deal with some consequences then. So it's best to start now, young. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh, I do.
You both are just stupid. You're both equally stupid.
What do you mean?
He's just rolling shit for his insight, so... They're both bad communicators.
Yeah! Or it is!
Yeah. So, about that time... Well then, I'm kind of closes it back up. Takes one. Okay, so right about that time, you guys are heading out of the. You guys went to go look for Orin, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys are aware of where he's at, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, the first thought would probably be he took the kid home because the kid ain't there anymore either.
And I believe we were told the location of his workshop.
All I said I was gonna go talk to the dad. That was it.
Yeah.
When we
No,
meet with the dad, we know what the dad does for work.
Yeah, you guys
the
head
kid
over
told
to the
us.
wood shop. Right about that time, kind of hear the little tiling of the door, and he kind of gets up and I'll be right back. As he kind of goes around to the front. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Hey, pal.
We were actually looking for our friend Orin. We were told he stopped by here to speak to you.
Ah, yes. Orin.
We're his traveling
I'm
companions.
a just peek around the corner.
Your friends are here.
Who?
Oh, that's where the twink got off too.
They. I'm just kidding.
You do not know these men?
Hardly.
We've been traveling companions for a couple of days. We all work for the same employer.
He walks over to you, Orin, and kind of like, are you in danger?
Always.
Do you need an angel shot?
He realized.
Lucia.
Yeah, he realized you're joking, and kind of his face softens a bit. Right. Well.
I guess he isn't joking. But he doesn't need to know. It's okay.
I thank you guys for helping my daughter out today.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry. Are you all right?
Oh,
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing. He's not laughing.
I'm gonna elbow Huxtable in the gut.
Of course she did it.
Ixnay on being an asshole, eh?
What? I was
Were
trying to keep
you
my mouth shut and you hit me and my mouth open. Now look
Were
where
you-
we're at.
were you informed about what your daughter was doing in the alleyway?
He knows.
Okay.
Oh, he knows that she summoned the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'd appreciate if we keep this as quiet as possible. For her safety.
We were told the actual cause of what's going on with these wolves by the mayor.
What's that?
Go ahead
the
and
ritual-
both of you guys make a insight.
Yeah.
21.
Bitch 10.
Tony,
God, having a +5 helps.
Huxtable definitely can see that there is confusion on his face. You can tell, however, Throki, that he seems more skeptical than confused. It looks like confusion, but you're definitely getting the vibe of he looks more like, oh, really? Go ahead.
The mayor pretty much confessed the sins of the town, but also what the elves were doing to try to retaliate at the time. Something about a ritual, and
His face does go from chill, does she, to oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, as you mentioned some sort of ritual.
something about the full moon, and that these wolf attacks didn't happen for about 50 years after the initial ritual, but now they've been happening every 10 years for an entire year, and then they'll just fucking disappear.
Hold up, I thought it was 10 years every year, and then it stopped for 50 years.
Yeah, it is.
And then
It is.
started.
It is a brief. It has stopped. It has been something that happened like every 10 years for a year or so, and then would
I missed that
disappear,
part.
and then another 10 years would happen.
And I can guarantee you
So-
I know
It has
what
been-
caused the spark.
50 years.
Okay, so let me backtrack here.
What I'm hearing is some pettiness happened, and the elves were taking people, turning them into wolves, I'm assuming, and had them attack the town.
No,
No.
that no.
No, absolutely not. No, my people would
it
not
was
do
a
such a thing.
You said a ritual that the
It
elves
wa-
were doing.
Let him
Or
finish.
it-
we
it
not
was a-
have
it-
this conversation. Perhaps in the
It
front
was
of
a
the
summoning
shop.
ritual.
And he
Yes,
kind of
do
opens
you
the
have
door.
somewhere more private? So,
Yeah, he opens the door
we-
and he leads you over to like his kitchen area. He does kind of start to set out some glasses. He does seem a bit absent-minded, and he's trembling a bit. You guys do come in and see the chest on the table.
Damn, Thorky, it's almost as big as yours.
Huxtable, I swear, when this job is done.
What?
Oh?
He's not lying.
Gonna treat me like a lucky lady?
No, I'm going to be using you for a test subject. Anyways,
That sounds
what's
kind of
with
fun.
Tea?
what's with the chest on the table?
Right. He kind of looks over at you. Fucking, I was gonna say Nyx. Orin.
Same difference.
And,
Oh, it's weapons.
What kind of weapons?
That's
We're talking mundane or
he opens the chest, and inside you see, it's like a short blade. And go ahead and make a Arcana check.
all right.
You're proficient in Arcana, right?
No, it's not that I don't want to make an Arcana check. It's I'm debating doing something that would just override an Arcana check altogether.
Well, if you're proficient in Arcana, you can definitely tell that this is a silvered weapon of some sort.
Oh yeah, I'm proficient in Arcana.
Yeah, you're able to tell that is definitely an elven blade, an elven made blade, and it is silver tipped, not silver tipped, but silver tipped.
Silver edged.
Silver edged. Thank you.
That is a mighty fine weapon in that chest there.
Sorry, and there's also 2 smaller blades.
sword and 2 daggers.
What's the origins of these?
These have
Those
been
were his mother's. They've been in his family. Killing the wolves.
So
Damn, you went from
you-
killing them to summoning them? That's crazy.
your family fought werewolves?
Yes, my mother used to tell me stories.
So this is your mother's blood.
Yes, it has been passed down several times, melted down and remade.
Melted down and remade. What do you mean?
There is a ritual involved in creating such blades to undo the curse, as my mother would say.
It does take a little bit of magic to properly make a silver-edged weapon.
Yes, and he kind of brings up the blade and puts it down on the table. This was used for fighting. This one was used for taking life, and this one was for removing the curse. And he distinctly has, the 2 blades the smaller ones on either side. One that has a like the tip is kind of the pummel of it, if you will, is more like a fang, and then the other one it is like a circle at the very tip, like a hollow circle. If that makes sense.
That's- when you say remove the curse, are we talking about the patient remaining alive, or is this a permanent removal while also removing the person?
I'm not sure.
Because technically any silver edge weapon would remove the curse if you go the permanent route. if you catch me, maybe.
My mother used to talk about these were very specific wolves, summoned, created with foul sorcery. That they were used once as weapons against the humans many years ago, many centuries ago, but it was considered inhumane and far too cruel. It was a practice that was stopped as quickly as it begun, but it began to ravage the area. And the elves continued to hunt them down, but every now and again, another pack would rise, and it was something to be dealt with, but...
So, you're next in line for these, eh?
Oh, no, not myself. I'm not a fighter. I do carvings and those things, but I've never been. But something perhaps that you folks perhaps could use.
I'm not very proficient with a sword. I prefer my spear. I was actually planning on getting it silvered before we went out on the hunt for this wolf.
I mean, I could use it, but I kind of prefer my hammer. These things are a little too small.
Daggers will fit just fine in my hands.
What's up?
If we're dealing with the same kind of curse here, these may come in handy. But I'm not about to ask you for a family heirloom just to go kill some cursed creatures.
I will, though. We'll take them.
I say we let him keep the sword.
When people said we couldn't bring them back.
I still think, well, the daughter should keep the sword. She's gonna eventually learn about her family's history.
Damn, we making child soldiers now? Okay.
Right?
Was trained and raised to be one.
Perhaps it is something that should be returned back to its resting place.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah! So his lovely wife took these from the burial ground.
The
Brokey, like,
Don't
takes
worry.
his eye patch off and just runs his hand down his face. Your wife took weapons that have been a family lineage from the burial ground they were left at.
Technically, she's part of the family, so it shouldn't really matter.
It still matters. That.
I mean, so if it depends on when she took it. If she took it after the wolf's attack started, then it shouldn't matter. If she took it before, then it absolutely would.
How long ago did she take the weapons from burial ground?
He kind of slumps down in his chair and just kind of wrings his hands, onto his forehead and... The disappearances began There was some wolf attacks that began, and my wife was concerned that it was happening again, and I assured her that there is no way that it could be happening again. Now, my mother's body is not in the tomb. We do not know where my mother is. She went into the woods and into the caverns and has not returned in many years. I thought it would be proper to return them back to the family, as it is not something that I am in much need of. But my wife, Lisa, did get scared, and she did go down there and retrieve them. I didn't want anything to do with them. In the meantime, I put them back in the attic for safekeeping until I could get myself back down there, but due to the increasing wolves, it has been increasingly difficult to get out into the area.
The weapons were at the burial ground, but your mother went off without them to the caverns where the wolf attacks were supposedly originating from.
Well, yes, but this is many, many years before this happened. The caverns are mostly safe if you know how to navigate them, and my mother's been navigating them since she was a child, for many centuries.
How long ago did she go down there?
About a decade or so.
Yeah, you realize it's been about a decade since the last wolf attack should have happened?
I don't see if it has anything to do with my mother.
Were there any other weapons that they had in this arsenal besides these three?
I'm sure there is. It is not some place that I frequent.
Do you think perhaps that she may have had another weapon, and these are only three of those, and she went down there with the weapon that she took, and that's the reason there weren't any more wolf attacks that year? And she went down there and stopped them before they could happen?
If we had such weapon, we would not have these issues at all ever.
Well,
I don't think that she had such a thing.
One person can only do so much by themselves.
It is not uncommon for elves to lose track of time. It has been a decade, but what's a decade to an elf? And he kind of looks over at Tony.
I mean, that's true.
Here's the thing, is these wolf attacks aren't a rumor anymore. They're not fake. They're not... What's the word I'm looking for here?
It ain't bullshit.
They're not bullshit. We encountered the dire wolf in question on our way here. We fought its pack. So the issue's back. The issue is here. And we think your mother may have been trying to stop it. And that's why she hasn't returned. Somebody doesn't just go down into a cavern they're familiar with and not come back. I've heard of losing track of time, but elves don't lose 10 years worth of time navigating a cavern.
When you live so long, honestly, you kind of just forget.
You forget your family for 10 years in a cave?
I mean, depends on what you're doing. It's been possible. I mean,
married and had a child before my mother has been able to return.
She got jumped. She got jumped, or she got trapped, or there is someone behind all this, clearly.
Please.
If we take these daggers with us, would you like them returned when we're done? We're leaving the sword with you.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
I do believe it would be best to return back to my family, but
What was that, Cat?
I would like them returned back to my family. But I feel like these would be in better hands with you than with me in the time being.
We will take the daggers. I do need to get me spear silvered. Do you have a recommendation on who could do that?
Oh. You can go speak to, Gareth. Down at the wood shop, or down at the blacksmith shop.
Yeah, this is our next stop then. As far as your daughter is concerned, I wouldn't want to see something terrible happen to her because she can't control all that magic she has. And while when I caught her doing it, she seemed to be exhibiting some level of control, but I think it was more innate than learned. If I knew someone who could teach her how to wield it and hide it when need be, but wield it intelligently, would you like me to let them know?
Her mother is able to wield a bit of magic.
That's if I'm not trying to put a damper on an already dark situation, but that's if we can find the mother.
We did.
She was alive last time you saw her, Huxtable, but she didn't seem keen on leaving the situation alone.
Yeah.
He's winced at the mention of it. He does look like he's really trying to hold it together, like he's hanging on a very thin thread.
Before we continue, do you have something stronger than tea? I'll get up and make the drinks. Just point me in the right direction.
He kind of raises his hand and points over to the top of a little shelf, and there you can see there's different like wine bottles, and then there's like a jug that has like the triple X on it.
Hold on. Alright, I should be able to hear you now.
He kind of points up to like a open shelf area, and on there it's got like different variants of wine bottles and stuff that you do see, like one that has like a jug that has like the triple X on it, and it has like a sunflower. That's my wife's moonshine.
Right, so I'll grab the jug and fill up his glass and my glass with it.
Yeah,
and pour. Yep. Huxtable?
Hmm?
You want some?
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Pour him a drink too. And I'm going to throw mine back as well.
Women. Am I right?
Huh?
Women. Am I right?
Yeah, women sure.
Oh, I could tell you some stories, mate. I know I look young for my age, but I'm getting on in years.
Sometimes you think you know a woman, sometimes it turns out to be a fae that's on the run. Things happen.
Right.
He has been fiddling with his wedding band, and he's kind of seems to not really be paying quite much attention. It should have been me out there. It should have been me. I should have been the one looking for my mother. I should have been out. It shouldn't have fallen onto Sarah's shoulders.
Hey, lad, look at me. And I'm going to kind of put my hand on his shoulder. You said it yourself. You're not a fighter. You're here making a living for your family. Your wife is the fighter. You can't beat yourself up for doing what you know. We'll find her if we can. But if you don't want these things to go on in the future, maybe learn how to use that sword in that chest over there. You don't have to be a soldier, but knowing how to fight is not a crime.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back. My mother's spent many years fighting so that I did not have to. And I tried my best to respect that, but she did not want me to spend my mortal
Lad.
life fighting.
Those kinds of things never come to fruition. There's always going to be more fighting. Something I've learned is peace never lasts, never will, never has. Doesn't matter if you're half-orc, human, elf, anything in between. People will be people. There's always going to be something to fight about. And you either learn how to, or you get killed in the process. I'd say learn how to before you get killed in the process. Or the ones you love suffer because you didn't.
Go ahead and make a perception, or rather, persuasion roll.
Okay. 17.
Okay, everyone make me a perception check.
We ain't here.
Does it involve fight?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. $19.
30-20.
18.
Yeah, so you guys all hear in the distance a crackling kind of electrical sound, like lightning.
Oh no.
And you see Rudy kind of perk up and look at you guys. And then again, you guys kind of hear it again in the distance.
Does it sound like lightning striking?
Definitely sounds like lightning striking.
Does it sound like it's striking anything, or does it sound like it's just in the sky?
I can barely hear you.
Does it sound like it's in the sky or striking something?
It doesn't sound necessarily like it's coming from the sky, no.
Hell would be casting lightning bolts around here.
Hold on.
Austin, I think your mic like blew
Yeah,
out or
Austin.
something.
Yeah,
I'm using a different headset. Hold on.
you might just want to put us on speaker.
Watch the assassination there, pal.
Rip my
Fuck.
earbuds.
Sorry. Hold on. Trying to
My
fix things.
my earballs.
Your huh?
Y'all are the worst people to deal with. This man has lost his mother, his wife, his sister-in-law. You know, like, it's what up, y'all?
Yeah. Hit him with the "it be like that."
It is what it is.
Billy Mays was
No.
full flex seal.
Oh my
It be
god.
like that, my boy.
Have you tried maybe fighting? No!
Hey, you tried
guys
not being a
now?
bitch.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry. It's weird. Like this headset, if I make a phone call, you can't hear shit when I say anything. But the headset I was just using, you can actually hear me over a phone call. Apparently on Zoom, it's the exact opposite.
It is what it is, yo.
It be like that.
It'd be like that, though. Okay. So yeah, you guys hear that lightning.
Well, that's not good.
Got a window.
Yeah, you guys
Do we
kind of
get-
head over to the over at the shop, and yeah, there is not a single fucking cloud in the sky.
That's really not good.
And as you guys are closer, and Rudy kind of opens the door and kind of begins to head out, as many people are now taking to the streets, kind of like, what the fuck was that?
Where's Namora?
My daughter's name is Annalena.
No, Namora,
not your daughter.
our handler.
Another travel companion.
Ah.
She was with me in Throki, and then I don't know where she went.
Again, you hear that crackling sound again. And you guys do hear, at this point, a faint howling.
Oh, no.
Ah, shit.
Oh, no.
And you see Rudy kind of goes back inside immediately.
I'm going out. Fuck, dude.
And people are just kind of like, whispering, you know, like, oh, that's the wolf, I told you there's a dire wolf out there. No way, there's no wolf. So you guys are running towards the, cool. Is that a real dog?
That's action and everything.
Yeah, so you guys are heading over to the, where the sound was coming from, which is in the area of the square, or not the square, the, entry of the town. And at this point, as you guys are kind of merging onto and you're getting closer to that area, you're seeing a lot of the guards and stuff again kind of running towards that area as well, kind of calling out to each other. When you guys make it, you guys see Namora like at the top. And she looks super pale.
Wait, where is she? Sorry.
She's so it's like a walled off area. Like the majority of the town is kind of encased in really tall wooden walls and stuff, but they can walk on top of it. So that's where she's at. She's at like the top, and then there's like the gate that kind of goes up and down like this. She's at the top of there.
Got you.
And the gate is currently closed. There's definitely some archers and stuff like that, and you can kind of see them shooting, and they're actually at this point pulled back, so they're definitely shooting at a distance. Yeah, but Namora definitely, her arms, you guys can kind of see, have that electricity kind of sparking up and down her arm, and she does look pretty pale. And someone kind of helps her sit down.
I'll run up there to where she's at.
I'll walk up the wall towards her.
Freak.
Down!
I'm staying on the ground.
Namora.
Oh, hey guys.
What's going on there,
She
buddy?
just kind of move. Whoa. And go ahead and make a dex check.
Huh?
I'll go up there.
Both of us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damn. Oh, no, that's not that
Dirty 20.
bad. 17.
As you reach out to kind of upright her, keep her from falling out of the little stool thing that they had brought for her, you make contact, just lightning kind of shoots off, but you're able to dodge it. Yeah, and she kind of jerks up awake, and she's, sorry, don't touch me, can't stop.
I'm sterile.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile. Yeah.
As I'm walking up there, just like, you're very electrifying.
She just
Shocking
shoots you a
beauty, if
shit
someone
look.
say.
Oh, ha ha, it's a funny joke to you.
I called you beautiful. Calm down.
Where were you guys?
Where were you?
It doesn't matter where I was. I was over here defending the wall. That damn direwolf followed us. Jesus, man.
I'm gonna look over the wall and see if I see it.
You look over the wall, you don't really see it at this point. It's run off, but you definitely see scorched earth. And in a line that's kind of like going like she missed. And then you see another two. And a tree that has definitely been split in half just from the
I think you might have done it there.
Damn, Nomura, maybe get some target practice in.
Damn it, Bandit. Oh, no, you're not Bandit. Hi, Raider. Go lay down. Go. Go. Moving my whole chair.
Dire wolf, or did it have others with it?
It was just the one. I could have sworn I heard it talk.
What did it say?
Hey.
I don't know. I didn't understand this language, but it said something. I think.
Can you repeat its noises?
I'm not going to make noises. No, not like that. It was just like I heard it in my head.
Huh.
But I don't know if it was that or like something else. Not that there would be something else. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That,
Was
you know,
it a female's voice or like a male's voice?
it was like an echo, like a whisper, but like lots of voices.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Did it seem like it was giving an actual sentence or more of an impression?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It was a mess. It was weird. It really hurt, and it freaked me out. So I started shooting at it, and then it ran off.
Probably not the
Second
best ninja.
time you freaked out and shot at something. Calm down.
I thought I was in the tavern, and then I thought I could hear something, so I just followed this feeling, and then I was in the middle of the town, and then I was, there was a square, and then I was there, and then I had this, and she kind of like starts kind of like motioning for you guys to kind of follow her. Yeah, she kind of walks over, and I know once everyone's kind of, again, they're all talking amongst each other, and they're not really paying much attention to you guys.
Before we walk over with her, I'm going to look around if there are any guards that seem like they're more senior.
Yeah, there's definitely one of the older gentlemen who's kind of getting the sit rep from the others and just kind of explaining, and he's kind of, they seem to be kind of hashing out guard duty right now, and like, we're gonna need this to be doubled, and but they just got off shift, and it's like, well, we have to deal with this.
I'm gonna walk up to him and hey, how you doing?
It's a bald man with a very thick mustache. But it's a creepy mustache because it's like the little in between part. It's not necessarily a Charlie Chaplin. It's like what is this? The cowboy mustache.
I got you.
Yes, how can I help you?
Just
Your friend here is very, very good shot.
Yeah, word of advice, if you've got any silver that can be spared, tip the arrows with it. It might.
Tip the arrows with silver.
This isn't.
All the townies have got a hold of you too, huh?
Not really. We've actually seen the wolf in her. There's an actual issue, and it's not just wolf pack. I'm not going to go into detail as of yet, because we're not 100% sure of the situation, but know that the wolf leading the pack may be magical in nature, and still.
Go ahead and make persuasion. Raider, go.
That's gonna be a 14.
He kind of looks you up and down and looks you in the literal eye, and kind of amongst the rest of you.
Oh,
And
I technically still don't have my eye patch back on yet. The
yeah.
whole.
Namura's kind of nodding, and we'll see what we can do. Someone go fetch me Goth! You! Go get the blacksmith. Alright, right away, Captain. Runs off.
If you could, Captain, let me know when he's here. I need to speak to him as well.
Of course.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. Namora kind of leans in closer and just... Okay, so when I was in the square, like, I could have, like, the whispering got louder, and, like, louder, and then I could have sworn it was like I could see people that were there, but they weren't there, like, nobody else could see them.
Huh.
And then I started seeing, like, really weird things, like a whole war, and, like, there's just bodies in the street, and everything was on fire. That freaked me out, so we started running, trying to go back to the tavern, but then I ended up over here instead.
Why didn't you come to one of us?
I don't know. I ran, and then the next thing I knew, I was here, and then I was staring down at that wolf, and then it was talking to me, and then that freaked me out, and I didn't think anyone else could see it, so I just started shooting at it. And then everyone else started freaking out, and then they started shooting at it, and then I just kept shooting at it, and then you guys were here.
That magic seemed to take a lot out of you.
I've never cast that spell that many times before.
I don't know. I have a new name for you.
Uh-oh.
Sparky.
There it
I
is.
fucking knew it.
I fucking knew it.
What?
Eject Tasha from the call.
Tasha was the imposter.
Knew it.
I mean,
Playing a changeling. So
Yeah.
On brand.
Oren probably deals with, imposter syndrome quite a bit.
Damn.
look, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into why Nyx is sad all the time.
So,
Psychological evaluation.
anyways, so yeah, I please tell me you guys had a better time than I did.
We found out
Yeah.
what's causing all of this, most likely.
Oh.
Let's not talk about it here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go back to the tavern?
So
And-
what time? What's like the time of day? Like, is it getting close to like late afternoon?
Misses, and just kind of, it is getting closer to afternoon time today. Don't mean to be a bother, but, I do have to ask for your magic license.
Ooh.
Right. About that,
Do our magic licenses have our names on them?
Yes, did you guys ask for 3? Because I only gave
Well,
you 2.
I had already assumed
Yeah.
that Nomura was
No,
there,
no,
so I
no.
assumed we would have
The
grabbed them.
mayor,
I mean, technically she
mayor?
was.
the mayor handed Nomura one.
Nomura wasn't with you guys.
He was.
Ah,
She was in the beginning.
He-
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
she was.
originally there with us.
He was
Okay.
there at the mayor's house. She wandered off after we went towards the wood shop.
right. Okay, so you're good. And she does kind of freak out for a minute and pulls it out and he looks it over and nods. Well, I appreciate it. We wouldn't have been able to deal with that without you, I think. That thing was massive. Well, I heard the mayor that you guys were talking with the mayor earlier today. I can see that. Are you guys going to be helping us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's the plan. To go out and help
That's
possibly
going to be
get
great.
rid of it.
I've been on this shift for about 42 hours now. I'm getting really tired.
Oh.
But the sooner you guys get this handled, the sooner I can, hit the hay. Just kidding. We
Hopefully we-
upgraded into a better bed last year. Since I got this job.
That's a good one.
Well then, I think we should be going. She's kind of like looking at like you guys like, who the fuck is this guy? Who's just still here. Like he's one of our friends.
I'm gonna lock arms with Namora and just start walking away.
You guys head
She does
towards
cling.
Chapman?
She does what?
She clings and just like, yes, please take me away from here.
Huxtable,
Hmm?
I'm gonna wait here for the blacksmith, because he's coming to see the gods anyways. You go on with them back to the tavern and possibly requisition us some supplies if there's any available.
Okay.
Standard, outdoors affair. Health potions, camping.
You're gonna try and get your stuff silver, by the way.
I am.
If you could, and Hux will like hand you his hammer. Could you get this silver too? I don't fancy having to use something smaller.
I will definitely do what I can.
Sweet. I'll work on the whole supplies thing.
Does the hammer have a sharp end and a blunt end, or?
I mean, it's a maul, so I'd assume it's
Okay.
just all blunt.
Well, you have mauls that have spikes affixed to one side, so that you can do both puncturing and bludgeoning.
I think it's just bludgeoning.
Wait, so did we take like the 2 daggers from the dude?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
took daggers left.
I probably would have taken them. 'Cause, yeah.
Yeah, it probably makes the most sense for you to use them.
I'll get your hammer silvered. You head on back with them and handle the supplies. We'll reconvene when I'm done with this.
Alright, sweet. You'll head back to the tavern.
All right. Raider, buddy,
Hello, Pupper.
off. Okay, so that's where we're gonna end it tonight because I have to take this fucking a-hole out.
Sag.
He's going to pee.
Put the katana away, weave. This is long sword country.
Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Raider, go away!
Thank
you so much.
Hand you the neutron style.
So much for joining us and hanging in there during our difficulties, but hopefully next week that'll be a lot better. And I think I figured out what the situation was, so fingers crossed that gets fixed. If you guys have not already, go ahead and feel free to join our Discord. The description or the link is up there, and we'll have another game coming up here soon. On Tuesday, it will be the Savannah Ever After game. That is our D20 modern game, based in Georgia currently, and next season will be based in Savannah. So please come join us over there as well. That is another charity stream that you guys can donate and affect the game in real time, as well as this game. We have another show getting ready to be coming up, so stay tuned. Check out more information on that as well. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you guys soon. Stay tuned and see you soon. Bye!